What's up, Math 8? Thanks for tuning in with another episode of Math with Mullins. Today we're going to be reviewing for your quiz. We want to make sure we're ready for lesson 2.1 through 2.3 quiz. So let's go ahead and get started. Each one of these, we're solving each equation and showing your work, and then making sure your solutions are correct. For number 1, we want to add 4 to both sides. I know it looks kind of weird like this, so if you ever need to, you can always flip it around. Just be very careful. You are still using the same sign that's in front of the numbers. Like -4 should still have a -4 here, okay? Not 4 minus v, because then that would be incorrect. I'm going to keep it like this, so just not make it mess up anything. V is equal to whatever -21 plus 4 is. That should be -17, okay? Number 2, to solve for letter K, this says K divided by 17, so I'm going to multiply by 17 on both sides. So all you really need to know is what is -7 times 17, and it would give you -119. Okay. 3, we are subtracting 6 from both sides. So 3 minus 6 is -3, so R is equal to -3. And number 4, we are dividing both sides by 2. So 38 divided by 2 gives us our answer of N is equal to 19. For number 5, we've got a few different things going on. The first thing we want to do is subtract 3 from both sides. Now we have x over 9 is equal to 1, and because x over 9 is showing division, I'm going to solve by using multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 9, so x is equal to 9. Again, if I need to check this, watch what happens when I put 9 in place of the x. 9 divided by 9 is equal to 1, and 3 plus 1 does equal 4, so I know I got that right. Number 6, I need to show the opposite of adding 3 first. So 17 plus 3 gives me 20. These -3, +3's cancel out, so all that's left is -4r. Now, finally, I'm going to divide both sides by -4, so r is equal to -5. On number 7, again, written backwards, that's okay for me, but if you wanted to rewrite it, the rewritten version should be this: -6n minus 2 is equal to 10. I'm going to keep it just like it is. Add 2 to both sides, so I get 12 is equal to -6n. Finally, dividing both sides by -6, -2 is equal to n, or n is equal to -2. For number 8, I am subtracting 7 from both sides first, so I get -2 is equal to r divided by 10. Finally, I should be multiplying both sides by 10 to find my answer. So 10 times -2 is -20, so -20 is equal to r. Flipping over on the back for number 9, this is where we start to get a little bit more complex items. We need to combine like terms first. -7n minus 4n is -11n, so I have 4 minus 11n equals 15. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides, so I have -11n is equal to 11. Then finally, I will divide both sides by -11, so that n is equal to -1. Over here for number 10, again, combining like terms. 6p minus 4p is 2p, and then I divide both sides by 2. -4 divided by 2 is -2, so p is equal to -2. For number 11, I need to distribute first. So I'm going to do 7 times 8n, which is 56n, and then 7 times -2, which is -14. All is equal to 210. Next up, I'm going to add 14 to both sides. Boop, boop. These 14s cancel out, so I have 56n is equal to 0 plus 4 is 4, 1 and 1, 224. Now I'm going to take that 224, and it's going to be divided by 56 to get n all by itself. N is equal to 4. For number 12, before we see any of our story problems, again, wanting to distribute first. 7 times 4x and 7 times -2. That is 28x minus 14. And then on this side still equals 98. Next up, I added 14 to both sides. 98 plus 14 gives me 112 is equal to 28x. So after that, I'm dividing 112 by 28. So let me show those steps there. 28 divided into 112 is 4, so x is equal to 4 for number 12. 13. Last week, Castle ran 9.6 miles less than Jessica. Castle ran 18.5 miles. So how many miles did Jessica run? In order to figure this one out, you first want to start off with Castle ran less than Jessica, so his number should be lower than Jessica, which means I would need to add 9.6 to Jessica's amount. Because I want to add to find my result, what I really should be showing is subtraction in my equation. So Castle ran 18.5 miles, but that was 9.6 miles in Jessica, and I'm letting x represent Jessica's mileage. So to solve out what Jessica ran, I'm going to add 9.6 to the 18.5. So I get 18.5 plus 9.6, 28.1. Go, Jessica. Personally, I would not enjoy running 28.1 miles. All right, number 14, and then I think that is, one more after that. So 14 and then we're done, or 15 and then we're done. 214 students went on a field trip. So this is your total. 4 buses were filled and 6 students traveled in cars. How many students were in each bus? Well, we know that 4 buses went, but we don't know how many students were on each bus. And we do know that 6 individual students traveled in the cars, and that is a total of 214. So my equation should say 4 times x, for 4 times the number of buses for how many students are on the bus, plus those 6 students that were car riders equals 214. Let's start off by subtracting 6 from both sides. 4x is equal to 214 minus 6. That's going to give us 208. Whoops. Then I will divide both sides by 4. 208 divided by 4 is going to be 52. So each bus had 52 students. Okay. The very last one, number 15, is a triangle question. Again, we know that triangles are equal to 180 degrees, so let's write an equation to help us find the value of x. We have 4 plus 11x plus 80 plus 63 equals 180. Again, this is one way to solve it. If you solved it a different way, by all means, be my guest. First thing we're going to do is add all of my like terms. So 4 plus 80 is 84. And then plus 63 is 147. So I have 147 plus 11x is equal to 180. Now I'm going to start to solve by subtracting 147 from 180. That is going to give us 33. And then I bring down that 11x. Final step, divide by 11. X is equal to 3. Okay. That will conclude our quiz review for lessons 2.1 through 2.3. Thanks so much for tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you at all study for your quiz, and I will catch you next time.